Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Well, so today I wanted to talk about what we're going to be doing, the project itself, and what I'm hoping to accomplish here. So basically, I've been working on this project for a while now. It was one of the first projects that I actually started vibe coding. It's meant to be um, a new way to invest. Yeah. So a little backstory before I dive right in. I'm planning to enter this space because I don't see a lot of crypto startups that are geared towards renewable energy. The world has shifted from a place that just relies on information to a place of AI, decentralized finance, and I think that there's a lot of money that is not actually in the system. So the normal way that these companies get funding is that they go to specified bodies and they apply for loans there, and these loans take time to be delivered. A lot of delegation, and even if it gets issued, right, even if there's an agenda to actually help renewable investments thrive, the problem we face is that in as much as this is still helping people, it's only for rich people. It's only for people that are well informed, people that have money in the right places. So I want to make that to not be the case. I want people from every facet of life to be able to benefit from renewable energy. And that's why I had the idea for SohaeFinance. And today is day one. I'm actually very excited to start, guys. I'm sorry, I know this is the first stream. I should have music up and something, but we'll figure it out. So without further ado, I'm going to walk you through the project, and we're going to start coding it. Um, yeah, before I even begin, I used uh, I used Lovable to get progress to where we are now currently. So this is the website currently. There's a just very simple website. There's the white paper. So I'm just going to read through the mission so you guys actually understand what I'm trying to do here. Our mission is to create a world-class blockchain-powered renewable energy platform that decentralizes solar investments, empowers underserved communities, and accelerates global sustainability by improving innovative opportunities for investors, developers, and environmental advocates. Like I said, this is to make people be able to key into those investment pools and actually access those platforms. So, a little bit about the problem, um, building trust. You can actually come on here. I don't think I'm going to change the website much, especially in the early build. And yeah, sign up, see if you like it. There's an untapped renewable energy potential in Africa, in my opinion. So, anyway, this is the white paper that explains what we're trying to do. And yeah, let me take some time. Let me take a couple of minutes to really explain what it is because I think it's going to be important to for our journey. We're going to have a lot of time to work on this thing. It's a big project. So the problem, building trust, right? It's difficult for innovators to know if solar developers and projects are genuine. So there's been a lot of talk of solar developers, ripping people off of their money for projects that they want to do, which is true because solar developers they want to make more money sometimes, right? Especially with individual homes. So it's like that's a cash cow. You're trying to they recommend the most expensive equipment for you. It does make it very difficult for you to actually do anything. So that's where Solar Finance comes in to curb that issue, because we don't want that. Um, Reaching remote communities. Like I said, a lot of remote communities they don't have access to light, even if we're living in a world that is, you know, full of amazing technologies. These communities, the best they can hope for is Mr. Beast bringing them water. I'm telling you, bro. So they need electricity. I believe that we should. The only way we can thrive as a species is if we're able to harness the full power of our species. And we never know what people are capable of until you give them the ability to actually do these things. Um, so that's another reason why I'm motivated to do this. Um, yeah, and also, I don't know if it's just me, but in Cyprus, this summer was one of the hottest summer ever. And not only that, you're hearing about the ice caps melting and a lot of global changes with the climate. And the reason and cause of all this is renewable energy. Sorry, the cause of all this is fossil fuels. And the only solution we can actually use right now to attain that net zero emissions coming from fossil fuels, because when you burn fossil fuels, they release very harmful gases that go up to the ozone layer and kind of like add an extra blanket, trapping heat from actually leaving the earth, which causes global warming. And I could go into that. I will go into that on my YouTube channel later. But the idea behind everything is we are trying to avoid that. We are trying to avoid being caught up in this headache. We want a sustainable world and we want electricity for everybody. So, yeah, so we need a lot of renewable energy plants, farms, we need all these infrastructures being built, especially in places that don't have lights because, yeah, that's very key. And yeah, that's the third thing. So the last is affordability. Electricity keeps getting costly. I don't know if you guys notice it, but electricity just keeps getting costly. Renewable energy, the electricity from renewable energy doesn't get costly. It's relatively, the tariffs are relatively steady throughout because they are not affected by price of oil and all that. So it's a really good thing to have or switch over to renewable energy. So we have to keep cost available. Combining technology like blockchain, AI, and solar energy can be costly, which might discourage developers or make projects unaffordable for communities. Yeah. So that being said, I think I'm gonna, apart from the web app, I'm gonna make like, uh, definitely gonna make a phone mobile app. I think that would be better for these underserved communities because they just have only their phones, right? So yeah, I mean, you guys should just come here and like, see what you if you like if you fuck with it. I don't want to use that word, but yeah, I kind of like created like a section in the on the front page to kind of like showcase what the app would look like. But you see, it's just yeah, it doesn't look really perfect, right? Yeesh. It broke. Hey, bro, so, you guys should join the Discord. It's live, man. Like, please join the Discord. Uh, can't wait to see you guys in the Discord. We have a little a nice white paper here. I might change this logo a little bit. Anyway, let's see what is actually in the project in the code. It's using Vite. Right. We might need to write down some things so plan it properly. Let me get my book. Very important. I'm using Vite as well. Okay, I've not worked with Vite before, but backend, Postgres, Superbase. I wonder if Superbase is already active for this project. Let me sign up. So I can sign up as an investor or a solar developer. Interesting. Makes sense for what I'm trying to accomplish. But this is like two different dashboards. Hmm. Let me see. So this is source directory, pages. Okay. Um, app.txx. This is CSS for the app. Let me install one instead. I want to see how this looks. Let me see if I've already created. This is different. These are different projects right here. Okay. Wonder what's on our agenda today. Hmm. So I'm thinking about how we're gonna handle this part of it. Hmm. Okay. Let's let me run the development server first. It's showing me that I'm predominantly using Vite, which is interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, now we've gotten it open here, which is good. Let's see what we're gonna do now. So it's very simple what we're gonna do next. Now we have it opened on this side. Um, what should I focus on? Because I've already done quite a bit. First, I need to remove these markets from here. How it works. I could change this, make it better, but right now we're figuring out how to make it better. So I'm going to work on the auth today, the sign in and sign out buttons. Currently, let me see what's happening when I try to sign in. Um, um, sign in as let's use a random password. I'll try to sign in as an investor. Or so these buttons are not working. That's first things first. Or is it? I can't really see clearly. Oh, the error being selected is not visually pleasing. Anyway, um, whatever. Developer type, utility scale, commercial or residential. Okay, utility scale means like you want to invest in, you're a developer and you want to do something like maybe you want to do a community project that would power, say, over 4,000 or over 4 kilowatts of electricity. So it's not like normal home or residential building. This is commercial is for, let's say, companies, right? So yes, you have a company, so you would go for a commercial renewable energy setup if it's a solar that you're trying to use. If it's a residential, you're talking about just on your rooftops. Utility scale means like a solar power. solar farm, basically, meaning more capacity. Let's go for utility scale. See what's gonna happen. Failed to fetch. Let's see what errors we're getting. I'm not getting any logs here. I'm not getting any logs here. Something I like to do is I like to tell cursor not to make any changes till we understand the problem. Um, so I'll continue analyzing this sign up flow to understand the field treasury. Let me check reference. Answer issue. Let sign up flow. The missing profile creation after sign up. Right. So current sign up flow has a major gap. It's created in the profiles. So we have some bullet points we have to work with. Here, write its own third-party integration. Are there any cursor rules for this app? I don't know. I don't think so. So I need to create some cursor rules. So I want to create a knowledge base inside of this directory that guides the application how to act. I wonder if there's anything like that on GitHub. There should be. I'll check it now. The only profile data is stored in user metadata, but never persisted to the database. Deleted in React state. Let's check GitHub for some valuable stuff, because I don't think Superbase auth. I mean, we could do another thing entirely, which is, I think we could remove this entire, we could change this entire, you know, platform we have right now onto a entirely different one. So this is, let me see what this is. So we just get, I'm feeling like creating a new platform, like separately, right? Because this one is, I don't like this the way it is. I don't like the way it moves. I don't like it at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like that I'm using invite. There's a lot of things I don't understand here because I used so without, I can't waste time. I have to just act on it quickly. Um, I want to remove all this and start a new project. So I want to clear all the files in this repository and git in it. I'm going to attempt doing something that I've not done before, right? Which is just understanding the logic I want to implement and doing it first. So I tried going brute force, but it's not working. I want users after signing up. There are two types of users. One user is investor, and so a solar developer can post projects. So they can just get a basic place where they can upload projects. I think solar developers could invest in projects, or should they be? I think they should be limited for now to only posting projects. So if you're a solar developer, you can only post projects. You cannot. Then investors can invest in projects. Now this is the interesting part. I'm using crypto for this. I want to use smart contracts to handle this processes, right? The investing part. Investors can invest and receive dividends. So there are two dashboards: invest in projects and post projects. Okay. So now let's start with the posting of projects, right? Let's do that. I don't hate this outline of projects. I think this project analytics is not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad at all. So, where does the layer of blockchain come in? The layer of project blockchain. So the blockchain layer comes in to when projects are posted. For now, we still focus on the sign up area. Okay, I'm asking some very dumb questions because I didn't start this project. I started it, I left it for a long time. Okay, so this it's telling us it's going trying to go in, but it can't show it us to us. All right. So we need a page. We need to create a dashboard page. I heard that Figma is good for design, but let's see. So Figma design. Oh, girl, you're shining. You need reminding. I've heard that Figma Make is where it's at right now, bro. So I'm gonna try it out real quick. I need a dashboard, man. I could just go to 21st Dev, right? Ugh, internet is so fucking slow, man. Come on, boy, don't. Which of this dashboard is this dashboard is giving more, but this is hospital. But this is giving more investment vibes, man. I'm liking this one more. Ah, shit. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Let me go. Come on, API. Mado, they have a lot of dashboards here. Okay, not bad at all. I'll never be able to get the code for all this. I can remix this shit. I did not know that. Yeah, fuck with this one, but you just need a dashboard right now. So I think that was a bad idea what I just did now. First of all, we need to see how, we need to observe how this saves data. So let me make a file here and call it guidelines. Um, in the meantime, while we wait for it, let's watch some videos as to how to properly to avoid issues. Because I also need to learn a couple things as well. Yeah. Alright, so we got this set up. I think I want to add a lot of guidelines to it so it understands it properly. We need a lot of guidelines. We can use ChatGPT for this to move faster. So, hmm, just ask me a very important question right now. So, guys, do you think what should we prioritize first? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Chat. I don't know, man. I'm thinking something else, bro. Anyway, let's still lock in. Let's lock in. Number one, both. Both. I want to prioritize the investment side of the application first. I will launch with demo projects until developers release real projects. I want the transactions to be done on the blockchain, including returning dividends to investors, releasing capital to developers, receiving payments from PPA agreements. Platform fees. Platform. Platform fees. Carbon credit commissions. Premium features. Subscription. These are critical, but not what I want. I want you to ask me 10 questions, but in the light of building out this application, I will paste a detailed explanation of the platform. I genuinely think it didn't get what we wanted it to get, which is I needed to get everything in here. Okay, I think we kind of messed up our marketing page with our what we want to do. So we need to look at it again. Uh, bro, all because of the auth, Sha. So now we are saying architecture core system, blockchain layer. Which blockchain will you choose? Um, I like to choose maybe Stellar or Solana because Solana is about to explode. So Stellar or Solana. Solana has not had a very good track record in the past, but I think it will eventually get better when you build sustainable projects on it, of course. So we'll see how that goes. Mm. So it's the token model I'm looking at. Ownership of carbons be ERC20, like fungible tokens or NFT based per product, unique resources. So with ownership tokens and carbon credit be ERC20, like fungible tokens or NFT based per project, unique assets. We have a very big project in our hands, boys. These are all questions, though. Wow. God damn. I thought it was gonna be easy. It has to be in-house now. It has to be purely. It has to be only crypto deposits. They have to connect with their wallets. Yeah. All right. I might not even need Superbase. Oh. Like, genuinely, I might not need their auth, Superbase auth. I just have to use because I remember using this application, um, DYDX, right? They just asked me if I had a wallet and told me to connect my wallet, and I connected my wallet. So, auth will be done by their wallet. They join with their wallets. But for those that, how do you handle um, investors' money? Because investors are also in there too. So it cannot be. It's not decentralized. It's not really decentralized. You're investing with crypto, but is it fully decentralized? Is the question. Do I make it fully decentralized? How would a fully decentralized platform work? Someone could come and crash the market. So do they interact with only their MetaMask wallet? Investors, possibly. Investors cannot invest like that. But projects that you're investing in are real world, so they need to be converted. No, they don't need to. Just fund it crypto. Funded in crypto. Minimum of $10, guy. I think people even able to even invest $10 would be nice. All right, let me answer these questions. I'll use Stella. I really don't know how I'm going to do all this. Can you provide some help on how I could go about that? I want smart contracts to handle the entirety of the app for fundraising, escrow, milestone payouts, token insurance, dividends, even up to platform fees. To test them, I will use unit tests while building. Per project unique assets, because every project is different, meaning that whatever dividends are coming from the project are different and unique to that project. And it should interact with the ecosystem as a unique identity entity under the project family. Yeah, I'll be getting maybe weather data, IoT from solar farms, developer financial history, developer financial history as well. Storage. Yeah, I think I'll use. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we need to be able to split between. Like I said, we're trying to use mainly crypto for everything here. So even payouts will be done on crypto. Investor onboarding, only crypto deposits. Project tokens, we'll eventually create our own token. So it's a different case. Only crypto deposits. Project tokens are our own personal tokens. Tokens. No, I think it will be on-chain automated payouts. What do you mean by off-chain calculations? It says we could also do off-chain calculations with on-chain proofs. I wanted to make this decentralized, meaning that funding can come from anywhere on the on chain, which is people just have to sign up with their crypto wallets. But for investors, I want to do a full KYC super base auth. I think it should depend on the amount of money being invested. We'll use Superbase. Three features that I think are important for the MVP. Developers should be able to post projects. Projects are vetted and released. investors can invest in projects. Platform fees applied. So this made me really think deeply about what I'm trying to address here, because if I'm going to do a decentralized platform, there's a lot of financial headache there, because I have to consider how I'm going to balance it. I'll cover A, how to balance Stellar's properties, fee, scalability slash regulatory. I have to do my research today on this app. How about smart contract model, storage and dashboard architecture, payments, dividends approach. Alright, guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna go do more research, and I think what I want to do in our next video is that depends. I might come on stream, later today or definitely tomorrow. But this is for tonight. This is the first step in SohaeFinance's direction. The next stream is gonna be for Get Rich. So I'm building two platforms. I'm doing SohaeFinance on odd days. I'm doing Get Rich on even days. So it's both platforms. And with that, I want to say goodbye to you guys. Thank you for coming through today. I hope you were able to see how I do my research. Um, Also, I hope to have made more progress, because today I didn't really make any difference in this app, man. I just found out some directory stuff and just, yeah, it's a good start, I think. Since we already have the app up and running, up and running, that's a good thing. Um, the hope is that we create a world where people can buy renewable energy technology with solar. Sorry, buy into renewable energy technology with crypto, because I think about it like this, right? Even if let's say someone stole money to invest in renewable energy, right? You stole, I don't know how much you stole, but don't do that. And he's trying to launder the money in renewable energy. And you do it through crypto, right? Which is decentralized. Yeah, it's not really good, but my idea behind it is we're trying to achieve a goal. We want a brighter future, right? So if I can find a way to safeguard that investment part of it, knowing that people are not laundering money through the application, but also giving that autonomous vibe. I want people to invest in it. Like, it should be free, it should be decentralized, right? That's what I want to go for. I want to go for a fully decentralized platform. Yeah, yeah, a truly decentralized platform for renewable energy funding. And I'll do my research, and I'll see how that goes. In the meantime, you guys stay safe. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.